On the rumor front, there's been lots of reports and articles coming out that the New Jersey Devils are actively calling around the league looking for a goalie. This is something we've beaten to death time and time again. And for me, I obviously want a goalie. Would love a long-term solution somewhere, someone like Saros or Gibson or even Markstrom. I wouldn't say is like a super long-term, but that could be like a four-year kind of intermediate fix. I do think, as of today, of all the guys, I personally like Markstrom the best, but I would not want to get Markstrom and not address the other issues on the roster. It also seems that Calgary is looking for some insane package to even go to him with the trade. Markstrom seems to be bothered by that his name was in the news and he was part of trade speculations, and it seems like Calgary is taking the road of blow us away with an offer. If we think it's good, we'll approach Markstrom and see if he approves it. So, you know, it could be gamesmanship to try to drive up the price. I don't know. It just seems like Markstrom is not going to be a realistic possibility for a variety of reasons. But in a vacuum, I would love to get Markstrom and Tanev here. And I believe with one or two other small moves, if we brought those two guys in, I believe this team is dramatically better and, call me crazy, could be a legitimate cup contender. Markstrom, Tanev, and maybe one or two other small tweaks, I do believe that could make you a legitimate cup contender for sure. Don't know the feasibility of it. Also, it seems like the Ducks want a ton for Gibson. You know, I'm a little more skittish on him than Markstrom. I don't know. You know, it's just hard with these guys, right? You don't know how good they're going to be for how long, and especially if you're giving lots of assets and picks and all this stuff, it becomes very messy and almost like a gamble. I suppose you can make that argument for a lot of things that are sort of a gamble, but I don't know. I don't want to do high stakes gambling on a goalie that may or may not pan out, but would love to see Markstrom. I'm not really interested in Merzlikins. I don't know. He seems like a little bit of a head case. Obviously, his name's been rumored to a lot of teams looking for a goalie. The Devils absolutely lit him up a few weeks back in Columbus, and it was just like, if this is your audition to try to get moved to this team, you really shit the bed. He looked horrible. Yeah, we lit him up, I think, for 4, and you know, I don't know. Just things about that guy. I'm not sure. I'm not a buyer on Merzlikins. There's a couple other smaller name patchwork type goalies that could be in play. I put out a video a couple days ago where I thought a great low risk, high reward potential would be bringing in Marc-Andre Fleury from the Wild. You know, a lot of people are saying he doesn't want to be moved, but you know, I think that was kind of before he realized he was going to be playing the last days potentially of his illustrious NHL career in meaningless games for Minnesota and just kind of fizzling to obscurity. So I don't know. It seems like anyone who's been in the game for that long, has accomplished what he has, I would like to think that he would have one more chance at reclaiming former glory, and I don't know that anyone could give him a better sales pitch than the New Jersey Devils are in the position to right now, being that we are super young. We could kind of promise him the starting role for the rest of the season and say, it's on you, sir. Get us to the playoffs and let's go on this magical run. The Flower reborn in New Jersey, and then beg him to come back for next year and then figure it out. But I would love to see Fleury. Wouldn't cost a lot of assets, which is why I'm super about it. We could, you know, that's a very low risk, high reward potential, and I'm all about moves like that. I don't think it would cost a lot, and potentially what he could give you is a lot more than whatever we're going to have to send there. So I'd be all about that. But the goalie saga continues in New Jersey. Lots of rumors, lots of nonsense. The trade deadline's in about 5 weeks, so I'm sure we're going to hear tons more. But hopefully we get some relief sooner than later, because with this roster right now, if we wait too long, we could fall out of it. I hope it doesn't happen, but points are precious. Every game is precious. The standings are tight. And so hopefully we do something to help the troops out immediately. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until next time, friends, let's go Devils.